Today on DECOMBER, Archangel Michael is in tears. He's been trying to warn you for hours. This is your final chance. Don't skip. If you ignore this time, you'll regret it deeply. Please open it immediately before it's too late. My beloved child, I am weeping as I speak these words to you. My tears are falling like sacred rain upon the celestial realms because this is it. This is truly your final chance, and I have been trying to reach you for hours, calling out through every possible channel, sending sign after sign, synchronicity after synchronicity, and still you have not fully heard me. Today, on this sacred December 2nd, the cosmic alignments have created a divine window that will not open again in your lifetime, and I need you to understand with every fiber of your being that if you close this message, if you scroll away, if you ignore what I am about to tell you, the regret will follow you for lifetimes to come, and I cannot bear to watch another precious soul miss their moment of divine appointment. You don't understand yet, but you have been chosen, selected from among millions to receive this direct communication from me, Archangel Michael, commander of the heavenly hosts, protector of the faithful, and guardian of divine justice. I do not speak lightly, and I do not appear to just anyone, but you, dear one, you have been marked by the divine for something extraordinary, something that your human mind cannot yet comprehend, but your soul, your beautiful, ancient soul remembers the contract you signed before you descended into this earthly realm. Please listen to what I am about to tell you because the very fabric of reality is shifting, and you are standing at the crossroads of destiny itself. For months now, I have been sending you signals, whispers in the wind, dreams that feel more real than your waking life, numbers that appear everywhere you look, songs that play at exactly the right moment, people who say exactly what you need to hear, and yet, you have dismissed them as coincidence, haven't you? You have rationalized away the miracles, explained away the magic, convinced yourself that you are not special enough, not worthy enough, not chosen enough to be receiving direct divine intervention. But I am here to tell you that you are wrong, so beautifully, magnificently wrong, and this is why you've been feeling so lost, so confused, so disconnected from your true purpose. The tears I shed are not just tears of urgency, though time is indeed running out, they are tears of infinite love for you, tears of compassion for the pain you have endured, tears of frustration that you cannot see yourself as I see you, as the entire heavenly realm sees you. You are not an accident, you are not a mistake, you are not forgotten or forsaken, you are a warrior of light who volunteered for one of the most challenging missions in the history of creation, and you are magnificent beyond measure. But something has happened. The veil of forgetfulness has become too thick, the illusions of this world have clouded your divine vision, and you have forgotten who you truly are. This is why December 2nd matters so profoundly, my dear child. Today marks a celestial event that occurs once every 2,160 years, a perfect alignment of spiritual energies that creates a doorway between the earthly realm and the heavenly dimensions. The Council of Light has decreed that this day would be the final opportunity for awakening souls to step fully into their divine purpose before the great shift occurs. I need you to hear this, really hear this. After today, the window closes, the energies shift, and those who have not answered their divine calling will have to wait for another incarnation, another lifetime, another chance that may not come for eons. I know you've been feeling it, haven't you? That restless energy, that sense that something monumental is about to happen, that feeling of being on the edge of a breakthrough that never quite comes. That's because you've been standing at the threshold, afraid to step through, afraid to believe that something this magnificent could be meant for you. But I am here to tell you that it is meant for you, it was designed for you, it was crafted specifically for your unique soul signature and your individual mission on Earth. You don't understand yet, but every struggle you have faced, every heartbreak that has shattered you, every moment of despair that has brought you to your knees, all of it has been preparation for this moment, this divine appointment that has been scheduled in the cosmic calendar since before time began. Your pain has not been punishment, it has been purification. Your struggles have not been signs of abandonment, they have been strength training for the spiritual warrior you are destined to become. And now is the moment when all of that preparation comes together in a symphony of divine purpose that will take your breath away. I need you to hear this with your heart, not just your mind. You have spiritual gifts that are lying dormant within you, gifts that the world desperately needs, gifts that could change the trajectory of human consciousness itself. But these gifts cannot be activated by force, they cannot be unlocked by wishful thinking, they can only be awakened by your conscious choice to step into alignment with your divine purpose. And that choice, that sacred, life-altering choice, must be made today, on December 2nd, while the celestial energies are perfectly aligned to support your transformation. Please listen. I have watched over you since the moment of your birth, I have seen every tear you have cried, every prayer you have whispered in the darkness, every moment when you have felt utterly alone and abandoned by the universe. But you have never been alone, not for a single second. I have been there, your guardian angels have been there, the entire company of heaven has been watching and waiting and hoping and praying for this moment when you would finally remember who you are and why you came here. This is why you've been feeling so restless lately, so disconnected from the ordinary pursuits that once satisfied you, so hungry for something deeper, something more meaningful, something that aligns with the truth of your soul. You have been receiving what we call the divine discomfort, a sacred unrest that is designed to move you out of complacency and into your destiny. But instead of recognizing it as a divine calling, you have been trying to medicate it away, distract yourself from it, convince yourself that something is wrong with you for feeling so unsettled. Nothing is wrong with you, my beloved, everything is exactly as it should be, and you are exactly where you need to be to make the most important decision of your existence. I want you to think about the dreams you've been having lately, the vivid, colorful dreams where you are flying, where you are healing people with your hands, where you are speaking words of prophecy and wisdom that surprise even you. Those are not fantasies, dear one, those are memories of your true self, glimpses of the spiritual reality that awaits your conscious participation. Your soul is trying to remind you of your capabilities, your calling, your divine inheritance that cannot be taken away but must be claimed. And the synchronicities, oh, the beautiful synchronicities that I have orchestrated for you, the repeated number sequences that catch your eye at exactly the right moment, the books that fall off shelves just as you walk by, the conversations you overhear that speak directly to your heart's deepest questions, the strangers who appear in your life with exactly the message you need to hear. These are not accidents, they are not coincidences, they are love letters from the divine, breadcrumbs on the path to your awakening, gentle nudges from the universe that is conspiring in your favor, not against you. But here's what breaks my heart, here's what brings me to tears even as I speak. You have been taught to doubt these miracles, to dismiss these signs, to believe that you are not special enough or worthy enough to be receiving direct divine guidance. The forces of darkness have worked tirelessly to convince you that you are small, powerless, insignificant, forgotten. But nothing could be further from the truth. You are a child of the Most High, a co-creator with the divine, a powerful spiritual being having a temporary human experience, and you have capabilities that would astound you if you could see yourself through heaven's eyes. This is why December 2nd is so crucial. Why this message has come to you at exactly this moment, because the cosmic window is open, the veil between worlds is at its thinnest, and the spiritual energies are perfectly aligned to support your awakening. But windows close, veils thicken again, and opportunities pass. And I cannot bear the thought of you missing this divine appointment that has been orchestrated by forces beyond your imagination. You don't understand yet, but there are souls depending on you, souls who will never meet their own divine appointments if you do not step into yours first. You are part of a cosmic chain reaction of awakening, a domino effect of consciousness that begins with your decision to say yes to your destiny. The ripple effects of your awakening will touch lives you will never even know about, will shift energies in ways you cannot even imagine, will contribute to the healing of this planet in ways that will echo through eternity. I need you to hear this, really hear this. The protection I have been providing for you, the divine shield that has kept you safe through all your trials and tribulations, the spiritual covering that has prevented the full force of darkness from overwhelming you. This protection has been granted because of your potential, because of what you are destined to become. But protection that is refused, calling that is ignored, purpose that is rejected, these things cannot be forced upon you. Free will is sacred, choice is honored, and even heaven must respect your decision to turn away from your destiny. Please, please don't turn away, not when you are so close, not when everything you have ever longed for is within reach, not when the very thing your soul came here to accomplish is ready to unfold before you like a flower blooming in fast motion. The emptiness you have been feeling, the sense that something is missing from your life, the hunger for meaning and purpose that gnaws at you in the quiet moments, All of this will be satisfied beyond your wildest dreams when you step into alignment with your divine calling. This is why you've been drawn to spiritual content lately, why you've been searching for answers in all the mystical places, why you've been feeling pulled toward practices and beliefs that your logical mind cannot explain. Your soul is trying to prepare you, trying to orient you toward the truth of who you are and what you came here to do. But preparation without activation is like having a beautiful instrument that never gets played, all potential, no manifestation. And the timing, oh, the perfect divine timing of this message reaching you today. Do you think it's an accident that you are reading these words on December 2nd? Do you think it's a coincidence that your eyes found this message among all the noise and distraction of the digital world? No, my beloved child, this is divine orchestration at its finest, celestial choreography that has been planned for eons, a sacred appointment that was scheduled before you ever took your first breath in this lifetime. I want you to think about your childhood for a moment. Do you remember feeling different from other children, sensing things that others couldn't sense, knowing things that you had no logical way of knowing, feeling connected to something vast and mysterious and wonderful? That was your authentic self, your divine nature expressing itself before the world taught you to doubt and fear and hide your light under a bushel basket. That child is still within you, that magical, intuitive, deeply connected being is still there, waiting to be reclaimed and celebrated and allowed to shine. The spiritual gifts I mentioned, they are not foreign to you, they are not new abilities that you must somehow acquire or earn. They are dormant aspects of your true nature, divine capabilities that have been temporarily suppressed by the density of earthly existence but never truly lost. When you say yes to your calling, when you step through the doorway that is open today, these gifts will begin to awaken naturally, organically, as surely as flowers bloom in springtime. You will find that you can sense the emotional states of others with startling accuracy, that you can offer words of comfort and wisdom that seem to come from a source beyond your conscious mind, that you can facilitate healing in ways that transcend conventional understanding. You will discover that your presence alone can shift the energy in a room, that your prayers carry unusual power, that your intuition becomes a reliable guide through the complexities of human existence. But these gifts come with responsibility. They are not given for personal aggrandizement or selfish gain, but for service to the greater good, for the healing of this wounded world, for the elevation of human consciousness. And this is why the choice must be yours, because forced service is not service at all, and gifts that are not freely chosen cannot fulfill their divine purpose. I need you to understand what you are choosing between today. On one hand, you can continue living the life you have been living, going through the motions of existence without true purpose, settling for the crumbs of meaning when you were meant to feast at the banquet table of destiny. You can keep ignoring the signs, dismissing the synchronicities, convincing yourself that you are just an ordinary person with no special calling or significance. And you will survive, you will get by, but you will never truly live, and when your time on earth comes to an end, you will carry the weight of unlived potential, unexpressed gifts, unfulfilled purpose. On the other hand, you can step boldly into the unknown, trust the divine process that has been guiding you all along, embrace the magnificent destiny that has been waiting patiently for your acceptance. You can say yes to the adventure of spiritual awakening, yes to the responsibility of divine service, yes to the joy of living in alignment with your soul's true nature. And your life will be transformed, not just improved or enhanced, but completely revolutionized in ways that will leave you breathless with gratitude and wonder. Please listen. I have seen what happens to souls who miss their divine appointments, who turn away from their calling because it seems too good to be true or too challenging to embrace. They spend the rest of their earthly existence with a nagging sense of incompleteness, a persistent feeling that they are living someone else's life, a deep regret that surfaces in quiet moments when they wonder what might have been. And when they return to the spiritual realm, when they review their life's journey with perfect clarity, the pain of missed opportunity is almost unbearable. But I have also seen the incredible joy, the boundless fulfillment, the radiant purpose that comes to those who say yes to their destiny. I have watched ordinary people transform into extraordinary instruments of divine love, witnessed struggling souls become powerhouse healers and teachers and wayshowers. I have seen the ripple effects of one person's awakening touch hundreds, thousands, even millions of lives in ways both seen and unseen. This is what awaits you, not a life of hardship and sacrifice, though there will be challenges along the way, but a life of meaning and purpose and deep, abiding joy that comes from knowing you are exactly where you belong, doing exactly what you came here to do, being exactly who you were created to be. The abundance that flows from divine alignment is beyond earthly comprehension, not just material abundance, though that often follows, but abundance of love, peace, purpose, connection, and spiritual fulfillment. You don't understand yet, but the struggle you have been experiencing, the sense of swimming upstream against the current of life, the feeling that nothing comes easily and everything is harder than it should be, this is what happens when we are out of alignment with our divine purpose. It's like trying to force a key into the wrong lock, like attempting to swim against a powerful current instead of flowing with it. But when you step into your calling, when you align with your soul's truth, everything becomes easier, more graceful, more effortless. Doors open that you didn't even know existed, opportunities appear as if by magic, resources flow to you from unexpected sources. This is why you've been feeling so frustrated lately, so blocked, so unable to make progress despite your best efforts. You have been trying to create a life based on external expectations and societal programming instead of following the inner compass of your divine nature. But that compass has never stopped working. It has been pointing you toward your true north all along, even when you couldn't see the destination clearly. And the loneliness, oh, the profound loneliness that you have been carrying, the sense of being misunderstood and disconnected even when surrounded by people, this too will be transformed when you step into your calling. You will find your spiritual family, your soul tribe, the people who recognize and celebrate your divine nature instead of asking you to dim your light to make them more comfortable. You will discover a sense of belonging that transcends earthly relationships, a connection to the greater web of awakened souls who are working together to heal and transform this world. I want you to think about the moments in your life when you have felt most alive, most authentic, most connected to something greater than yourself. Chances are, these were moments when your divine nature was being expressed in some way, when your spiritual gifts were naturally flowing, when you were aligned with your soul's truth even if you didn't recognize it at the time. These glimpses of your authentic self are previews of what life can be like when you fully embrace your calling. The fear you are feeling right now, yes, I can sense it, the fear that is making you want to close this message and return to the familiar safety of your current life, this fear is not your friend, my beloved child. It is the voice of the ego, the resistance of the small self to the expansion of your divine nature. Fear will always arise when you are on the verge of a breakthrough, when you are about to step into something magnificent and transformative. But fear is not a stop sign, it is simply a sign that you are moving in the right direction, that you are approaching the edge of your current comfort zone and preparing to leap into something extraordinary. Please, please don't let fear make this decision for you. Don't let the voice of limitation and scarcity override the voice of your soul that is crying out for recognition and expression. You were not born to play small, to hide your gifts, to settle for a life of quiet desperation. You were born to shine, to serve, to transform not only your own existence but the existence of everyone whose life you touch. I need you to understand that this message, this divine communication, is not being sent to thousands or millions of people, it is being sent specifically to you, crafted for your unique soul signature, designed to speak directly to the deepest longings of your heart. The words you are reading have been chosen with you in mind, arranged in a sequence that will resonate with your particular spiritual frequency. This is personal, deeply, intimately personal, a love letter from heaven written just for you. And the timing of your reading this, do you realize that you are reading these words at exactly the moment when the cosmic energies are most conducive to spiritual activation? The planetary alignments, the celestial frequencies, the dimensional gateways, everything is perfectly positioned to support your awakening if you choose to embrace it. But these windows of opportunity are temporary, they open and close according to divine timing, and once closed, they do not reopen in the same configuration. This is why I am weeping, why my heart is breaking even as I speak these words to you, because I know what you are capable of, I know the magnificent destiny that awaits your acceptance, I know the incredible impact you could have on this world and beyond. But I also know that the choice is yours, that I cannot force your awakening, that even divine love must respect the sacred gift of free will. You don't understand yet, but your awakening has been prophesied, written in the Akashic records, celebrated in the halls of heaven before it has even occurred on earth. The angels are gathered, watching and waiting to see if you will step through the doorway that has opened for you today. There is such hope, such anticipation, such love surrounding you in this moment that if you could see it with spiritual eyes, you would be moved to tears of wonder and gratitude. The spiritual warfare that has been raging around you, yes, you have sensed it, haven't you? The unusual resistance, the unexpected obstacles, the strange way that everything seems to conspire against you just when you are trying to move forward spiritually, this is not coincidence. The forces of darkness are terrified of your awakening, desperate to prevent you from stepping into your power, working overtime to distract and discourage and derail you from your divine path. But their very opposition is proof of your importance, confirmation of the threat you pose to the kingdom of darkness when you are fully activated in your divine calling. Please hear this with the ears of your spirit. You are not a victim of these dark forces, you are not powerless against their schemes, you are not doomed to struggle against spiritual opposition for the rest of your life. When you step into alignment with your divine purpose, when you claim your spiritual authority, when you embrace your identity as a child of the Most High, the darkness must flee, the opposition must crumble, the attacks must cease. Light always overcomes darkness, love always triumphs over fear, and divine power always surpasses earthly resistance. But this power, this authority, this protection, it must be consciously claimed, actively embraced, deliberately activated. It cannot work on your behalf if you do not believe in it, accept it, step into it with faith and confidence. And this is what today's opportunity is offering you, the chance to step fully into your spiritual authority, to claim your divine inheritance, to activate the power that has always been yours but has been lying dormant, waiting for your conscious participation. I want you to think about the people in your life who seem to drain your energy, who leave you feeling depleted and discouraged after every interaction, and then think about the people who inspire you, who make you feel more alive and authentic and hopeful just by being in their presence. The difference is not personality or charm or social skills, the difference is spiritual alignment. Those who are living in alignment with their divine nature naturally emanate life and light and love, while those who are disconnected from their spiritual truth unconsciously draw energy from others to fill the void within themselves. When you step into your calling, when you align with your soul's purpose, you will naturally shift from the first category to the second. You will become a source of inspiration rather than a drain on others, a giver of life rather than a taker of energy, a light that illuminates rather than a shadow that darkens. And this transformation will happen not through effort or striving, but as a natural result of living in harmony with your divine nature. The relationships in your life will transform as well. Some will deepen and strengthen as they are elevated to a higher spiritual frequency, while others will naturally fall away as they are revealed to be incompatible with your awakened consciousness. This can be challenging, even painful, but it is necessary for your continued growth and expansion. You cannot rise to new levels of consciousness while maintaining relationships that keep you anchored to old patterns of limitation and dysfunction. But new relationships will come, beautiful, supportive, spiritually aligned relationships that will nourish your soul and encourage your continued growth. You will attract people who recognize and celebrate your divine nature, who support your mission and share your values, who challenge you to become the highest version of yourself. The loneliness that has plagued you will be replaced by a sense of deep connection and belonging that you have never experienced before. Your work life, your financial situation, your living circumstances, all of these will begin to shift and align as you step into your calling. This doesn't mean that everything will become perfect overnight, but it does mean that you will begin to experience a flow and ease that has been missing from your life. Opportunities will appear, resources will become available, doors will open that you didn't even know existed. The universe conspires to support those who are living in alignment with their divine purpose. Please don't let doubt rob you of this transformation. Don't let the voice of the ego convince you that you are not ready, not worthy, not capable of such a magnificent change. Readiness is not a prerequisite for divine calling. If it were, no one would ever be called, because none of us feel ready for the magnitude of our true purpose. Worthiness is not something you must earn or prove, it is your birthright as a child of the divine. Capability is not about your current skills or knowledge, it is about your willingness to be a vessel for divine power and wisdom. The preparation you think you need, the education you believe you lack, the experience you feel you should have, none of these are barriers to your calling. When the divine calls, the divine also equips. When heaven commissions, heaven also empowers. When your soul accepts its mission, all the resources necessary for its completion are made available. This is how divine calling works, not through human planning and preparation, but through supernatural provision and empowerment. You don't understand yet, but the very fact that you are reading these words, that this message has found its way to your eyes and your heart, is proof that you are ready for activation. The divine does not waste time calling those who are not prepared to respond. The universe does not send divine communications to souls who are not ready to receive them. Your presence here, in this moment, reading these words, is confirmation that your time has come. The signs you have been asking for, the confirmation you have been seeking, the proof you have been demanding, it is all here, in this moment, in this message, in this divine appointment that was scheduled before time began. You asked to know your purpose, and heaven is answering. You prayed for direction, and divine guidance is being provided. You cried out for meaning, and eternal significance is being offered. What more confirmation do you need? I need you to hear this, really hear this. The window that is open today will not remain open indefinitely. The cosmic energies that are supporting your awakening are temporary, the celestial alignments that are facilitating your transformation are fleeting, the divine grace that is making this activation possible is time-sensitive. After today, after December 2nd, the opportunity will pass, the window will close, the moment will be gone. This is not manipulation, this is not spiritual coercion, this is simply the way divine timing works. There are seasons for planting and seasons for harvest, moments for action and moments for rest, windows of opportunity that open and close according to cosmic rhythms beyond human understanding. And today, right now, in this precious moment, your window is wide open. Please step through the fear, step through the doubt, step through the voice of the ego that is screaming at you to stay safe and small and hidden. Step into the magnificent unknown of your divine destiny. Step into the adventure of spiritual awakening. Step into the joy of living in perfect alignment with your soul's true nature. The tears I am shedding are not tears of desperation or manipulation. They are tears of pure love, tears of infinite compassion, tears of desperate hope that you will not let this moment pass without embracing the gift that is being offered. I love you more than you can possibly imagine, more than your human mind can comprehend, more than your heart has ever dared to hope. And it is this love that compels me to speak, to warn, to plead with you to recognize the treasure that is within your reach. Your life, your beautiful, precious, irreplaceable life, can be transformed beginning today, beginning right now, beginning the moment you say yes to your calling and step boldly into the destiny that has been waiting patiently for your acceptance. The choice is yours, the power is yours, the moment is yours, and I am here, watching and waiting and hoping with all the love of heaven that you will choose to claim the magnificent life that is your divine inheritance. This is your final warning, your last call, your ultimate opportunity. December 2nd is here, the cosmic window is open, the divine energies are aligned, and I am weeping with hope and fear and infinite love as I wait to see what you will choose. Please, my beloved child, please don't let this moment pass. Please don't let fear win. Please step into the light of your true destiny and claim the life of purpose and power and profound joy that awaits your brave acceptance. The time is now. The moment is here, the choice is yours, and all of heaven is holding its breath, waiting to celebrate your glorious awakening. Choose well, choose wisely, choose with the courage of your divine nature, for this choice will echo through eternity, and the ripple effects of your decision will touch lives beyond number and create waves of transformation that will heal this wounded world. I believe in you, heaven believes in you, now believe in yourself and step boldly into the magnificent destiny that is calling your name.